Okay, there's a series on Blog Talk Radio / YouTube entitled True Capitalist Radio. It's ran by this guy who calls himself the Ghost, and I started watching his March 15th one, and it started off pretty decent. One thing I want to mention though is he has this weird audio quality where it sounds like he's putting his hand over his mouth. Like, put your hand over your mouth and say anything. I don't care what it is. It will actively end up sounding like what he's sounding like. It will be kind of fuzzy and blurry. And I know this isn't Blog Talk Radio's fault because it's the same website Kyle Kalinske, Secular Talk, uses. And say what you will about Secular Talk, his voice is pretty clear in all of his videos, so I don't know if it is something with his mic or if it's translating wrong, but that's besides the point. Anyway, he started off making this really good point about how, I watched about 10 minutes of his show, by the way, so sorry if he explains this later, but I just couldn't stand past the first 10 minutes, honestly. Now, he makes this point about how the Federal Reserve print money and give it to the corporations, and the corporations hoard it. And then, I was thinking, yeah, this guy is completely right. Now, I liked him. I was thinking, okay, this guy's clearly smart. And then he starts saying that, oh, Trump is against this. He actively says that we need to remove the bureaucratic system, and this is what Trump's all about. He's about getting rid of this, and I'm just thinking, what? Let me tell you all something right now, and this especially goes for Ghost. I'm the host of this. If you think that Donald Trump is going to get money out of politics or be anti-establishment, you are what they refer to as a useful idiot. You see, this is just... Donald Trump is not going to be anti-establishment. He's not going to help his corporate buddy. He was part of a corporation. He owned several corporations. He's been bailed out by the government 6 times. And yeah, I know, successful people have filed for bankruptcy, but at 6 times? Don't you think that's a little much? He's put the leader of Goldman Sachs as the Secretary of Treasury, at least a member of Goldman Sachs. And people think he's going to stop bureaucracy. He is a bureaucrat. This is obvious. And if he was so anti-bureaucracy, where was his anti-bureaucracy ideology? Back when he was running companies. Back when he was being bailed out by the government. Shouldn't he have said, no, I'm for capitalism. I don't believe in this. I'm not going to take it. But no, he said he took it. And he didn't pay tax for 21 years. Again, he shouldn't have because he lost, I think, a couple $1 trillion. And at that point, you're less than broke. But if he was really for or against bureaucracy, he should have said, no, I'm still going to pay taxes because it's still my fair share. It's how it should work. It's just, why? Why does anybody think Trump is anti-establishment? There is no reason to believe Donald Trump is anti-establishment. He's worked for the establishment his entire life as a business and working in business. He's never worked a day in his life. He's always owned. He's never had to work for anybody. And our Ghost is sitting there saying, and Donald Trump is going to get the money out of politics. Well, he didn't say that. Now, Donald Trump is going to end bureaucracy. No. 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 I'm Cipro Joe. Just good night.